Hi everyone. I'm making another video this evening to answer a follow-up question that I received from GuyDoesFallout earlier today in response to the first video that I had made answering one of his questions from a video I had made last night. Wow, I almost got an aneurysm trying to get that out there. Now, Guy says, we don't have as many rights as men do, and he's quoting me on this. And he says, can I ask you to name one? I can name mine: right to bodily integrity, reproductive rights, rights to legal paternity surrender. And then he goes on to give me a link to the Now website, which is the National Organization of Women. And the website that he gave me a link to actually takes me to the Now New York State chapter. And it's basically a link to this apparently petition or, some kind of litigation that was going on in 2005 with regards to the joint custody laws in New York State. And it does state things like the following facts continue to be true with respect to mandatory joint custody of children: to arbitrarily reassign a child's primary caregiver, disrupt a child's attachment to the primary caregiver. Increased father involvement does not necessarily result in positive outcomes for children in families where there is a high level of conflict between the mother and the father. Joint custody arrangements are harmful to children. Where there is domestic violence, joint custody, shared parenting arrangements are never appropriate. Legislating shared parenting will not make it so, or guaranteed continued relationship between father and children. Now, I will admit, after reading this specific website, Guy, this, from what I was able to glean, this specific piece of opposing legislation was from back in 2005. So that was about 10 years ago. That was prior to all this new research that came out that actually refutes a lot of those claims. But if you notice, most of the very strongly worded areas of that petition were involving areas where there was a domestic violence situation. Of course, that's actually, an area of concern. Now, I don't know a whole lot about New York State and their laws. I know a lot about New Mexico state laws. I know a lot about Florida state laws because I've lived in both places. So I can give you information with regards to that. What I do know is that it is shown to be detrimental to a child's development when the child has been primarily cared for by one or the other parent. I say one or the other because nowadays there's a lot of stay-at-home dads. And so to switch out that person and force the child to go between two houses on a frequent basis, that's actually detrimental to the child's development. Children need stability and routine. So that has actually been a fact proven by scientific research. However, with regards to, children not showing a positive, outcome of having easy access to their fathers, that's there's a flaw in that logic. Someone didn't do their research properly on that because that's actually untrue. Children do show a very, very positive outcome from having a good relationship with their father, not just time, good relationship with their father. So I'm going to go ahead and address these specific issues in my next video. Now, when I say these specific issues, I mean like the legalities and the legalese that's involved. But I do agree with you that piece of legislation, that's not right. That's wrong. But like I said before, I'm not a card-carrying feminist. I don't belong to any actual feministic organization. So try to remember that when you're posting questions. I don't speak for the actual, organized feminists. So thank you very much for watching and have a good evening.